Hey guys, it's me, Brandy, and I am going to do a face of makeup, and I'm going to swatch a little collection for you guys. So if that is interesting to you, just keep on watching. So right now I'm just blending out my concealer. You know, if you already know me or if you watched any of my Get Ready With Me videos before, you know that I don't usually use foundation. So today I got this in a box. Gosh, I don't even remember how long ago. And it is not a bad color match. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. Just blending out my under eyes. And then any like problem areas that I've got. Any like little pimples. And yeah. This is not going to be about my base makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you what I'm doing with the palette. Well, actually, this is a Devinah. I'll show you the little palette that it came with, and this is the Beautiful Color Story. I already owned two of these shadows. I owned this one, and I owned this one already. That is Cupid and what is it? Cupid and 147. So I owned Cupid and 147 already, and I'm going to do a giveaway of the other two shadows that I owned already. So I've got Cupid and 347. So I'm definitely going to send these out to one lucky winner from this video. So yeah, we are going to swatch these out. Alright, so first we have this beautiful, it's like a charcoal, it's called Midnight. It's like a charcoal, almost navy, oh God, like I would say darker than a navy blue. It is a shimmery shade. You could see here how it's like just very, very shimmery. And the next shade that I'm going to swatch for you guys is called Mirror Lake. And it is this really beautiful blue. It's gorgeous. And this is a matte. This blue, I've not seen a lot of blues like this before. It's almost like, I don't know. It's not periwinkle. I would say that it is more like a cornflower blue. And then this is a multi-chrome called 347. It shifts different colors. See, I can't really get it to shift. Let's see if I do it like this. It's like blue, purple. It's really beautiful. And the next shade, which, if I could pull it out, is Ice Drop. And it's like a very dusty matte, but it is like a, I don't know, like a sky blue maybe? An icy matte blue. It's beautiful. That's Ice Drop. And then next we have Grunge. And this is a charcoal gray, but a matte one. And it's almost, I don't know, like a, if it's possible, like a warm leaning black or gray. Warm leaning gray is beautiful. Next we have Cupid, which my shadow is older, but it's beautiful. I've had this for years. This is a shadow that Devinahcosmetics had already in their lineup. Gorgeous. And it's like a baby blue metallic. So next we have Inara. And Inara is a really pretty purple. And you can kind of see, like, it's a true purple. It's got some purple, like, on the edge as well. And that's just a gorgeous, like, frosty purple. It's so pretty. Beautiful. Fabulous. And then this is called Plated. And this is a, I want to say like a platinum. It's not quite white. I would say it's more of like a platinum silver. And you can kind of see, so pretty, so pretty. And then last but not least is Raven's Frost. And this is a light gray matte shadow. Really, really beautiful. And this is what that one looks like. So this is what the color story looks like all together. And I am going to come up with a look with these shadows. Now, I don't know how great the look's gonna look. I don't know how great the look's gonna look, but we're gonna try. I did my base as you saw in the beginning already. I'm just gonna comb out my eyebrows. This is NYX the brow glue. I've been using this to kind of tame my brows. I just use it to, I don't know, kind of map them out a little bit. And then I have been using this brow, I don't know, it's like a brow powder. Color, I don't know, it doesn't, it just says brown. So it's a brown brow powder. This, which just has a slanted end, and I kind of just grab some product and then grab my beautiful mirror and I just map out my brow. I don't do anything super crazy with my brows. I don't want them like taking over my face, so I kind of just fill in any sparse areas. It's pretty much going to be like that. Pretty easy, simple. And then I do the same on the other side. I kind of just follow my natural like arch. And the way I do this is I do it when my brows are still wet. So I kind of just, like I said, follow the natural arch and fill in any sparse areas. But yeah, because my brows are still wet, it kind of sticks to them better since I did that. All right, so next I'm gonna go ahead and put on this Grande Lash MD. This is gonna go on my lash line, and this helps me with my lashes, keep them healthy and strong. Now I'm just going to contour. I don't do a whole lot with contouring. It's not one of the things that I do well. So I'm just going to blend up my contour. Definitely try to blend it up, because if you blend it down, it makes it look like you have a beard. And I definitely don't want to look like I have a beard. So, alright, so you just go ahead and blend that out. Same thing on the other side. And then this just creates a shadow where there would be if you had natural contours there. And then see how you can just kind of see more. And then I just blend the top of my forehead into my hairline. I don't do anything, like I said before, too crazy, just because for me, I'm not a huge contour person. I don't contour my nose or anything like that. And then I go over it with what I used to use as my foundation brush and kind of blend out any edges. What I'm looking for my blush is going to be more of a cool toned. These are kind of warm toned still. Oh, that's the wrong brush. I'm just going to use like one of these little brushes. I'm going to dig into this one. And I'm just going to tone, because my eye look is going to be quite a bit more cool toned. Pretty much going to be it for a blush. Alright. I think I'm going to go into the palette. Let's see, I'm going to get this silver right here. And I don't know how this is going to look, but I'm going to pop a tiny bit on my cheeks. I don't know if this is going to be might be a mistake. It's okay. Not that big of a mistake. I'll just blend it out with my blush brush that I just used. I had a little bit of product left on it. You know what I'm going to use first is some I'm going to use some eye primer. Eye primer, and we're going to blend that out with our fingernail-less fingers. Blend that out. Alright, blend that out. Now I'm going to take a Refer brush. This is a medium, I would say like a medium, a number 15. And I'm going to dip into this one here. And this is called, again, ouch, Ice Drop. I'm going to dip into Ice Drop. And we are going to put this right here. I'm going to do it on both sides. Now this shadow is very powdery. It's creamy, but it's powdery. I don't know if that is a good way to explain it. Very pigmented and beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and blow that off. All right, next I'm going to go into the cornflower blue, which is called Mirror Lake. And I'm going to put this on the outer half of my crease area. Now you know I have hooded eyes, so a trick that I do for my hooded eyes is to always place the shadow, instead of in my crease, right above my crease. So I kind of just toss it in there, and then I try to be careful of how much blending up I do. Do this side again. From Gothica's Bling. She is a friend of mine and a fellow, she's a PR slash admin for Breezy's Lashes. She made this beautiful mirror for me. It was not expensive at all, and it was quick, and it's beautiful. She used the colors that I wanted, and I really, really like it. More on here. I'm going to wipe the brush off, and I'm going to just kind of blend out the edges. Alright, so next I'm going to grab a smaller, more defined brush. Looks dirty, but it's not. It is a Refer 26, and it's very pointed, so it's going to get right into the crease, which is what I really needed. I just barely tapped into grunge, and I'm going to place it all along the crease right here. And this is going to be actually in my crease. And I'm really going to try hard to not let this get out of hand, because I really don't want this to be much higher up in my crease than it currently is right now. And I want to try to use all of the colors in this little collection. So we will see what I can come up with. Alright, so that is where it is at so far. Still don't have any fallout yet, so that's good. Alright, I'm going to take this same little brush. I'm going to clean it off, and then I'm going to dip into this lighter shade Raven's Frost, which is that light gray color. And I am going to go along the edge of the blue. This is a lighter gray, so I'm really trying hard to exercise control with this shade. And I'm not going to blend it out yet. I'm just laying a little bit of color down to kind of see if I can, I don't know, I'm just trying to use all of the colors in this little collection to see what I can do with it. Alright, now I'm going to dip back into the cornflower blue, and I'm just going to make that crease a little more vibrant. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then, of course, you know, I'm going to go back in with a large brush at the very end of all of this. And I'm going to blend it all together again. I'm just making this more vibrant again. Yeah, just like that. Now I'm going to go into a humongous blending brush. Make sure there's no product on this brush. I'm going to go through and I'm just going to blend the edges. Very little pressure on the edges. Just slowly, carefully going around the edge. Because like I said earlier, I do want to blend it out so that it's nice and blended, but I do not want to lose the vibrancy of the shadow. Alright, so next I'm going to take a flat brush like this. This is a Rephr 28. And I am going to go into the black shadow. And the black shadow was Midnight. Yeah, it's called Midnight. Looks like this. I am going to put a little bit of glitter glue on my lid, just so that there is a tacky base for the shadow. I'm going to let it get a little bit tacky. It takes a couple minutes. Well, maybe not a couple minutes. Takes a little bit of time for it to get tacky. Then I'm going to tap it on the edge. So again, this is a very, very, very dark blue. It's like a dark blue black, so it's very dark. And then next, I'm going to pick up, I think I'm going to pick up 347, which is also a very beautiful, you can see it's purple and it's blue. And that's going to go right next to the black. Oh yeah, that's pretty. And then next, even more, I'm going to put on Inara. And Inara is a really beautiful purple, just beautiful shade. And I'm going to make sure that the three shadows blend into each other. And to do that, I just go back and forth between all three and make sure that they are blending into each other and not like super defined. Alright, so the last shade that I need, oh, and I need to use two shades. I have two shades that I need to use. So I have Cupid, which Cupid is this light blue shimmer. I'm going to spray it. And that is going to go above, over top of this inner corner shade. Or inner crease shade, I should say. Yeah, just like that. And then the last one I'm going to place is Plated. And Plated is that beautiful silver. And that's gonna go right in the inner corner. Like right there. And a tiny bit under my brow. That's a lot bit under my brow. So we are gonna take this one and blend it out because holy moly, that's shiny. I don't think I wanted it to be that shiny, but it's okay. It still looks cute. I'm gonna take that plated and I'm gonna blend it into the lid and crease color. All right. This is gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna take some more of the cornflower blue and that's gonna go underneath. Very beautiful. And then I'm going to take the gray and just kind of blend those all together. Alright, so now that I've got this side done, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Alright, the last thing I want to do is take this big huge blending brush that I used earlier and kind of go over my crease a little just to make sure that it is blended. It does look pretty good. It looks pretty blended. And I'm going to finish my face, put some mascara on. I think we're going to use this one. This is one that I got sent into in a box. So this is the Cosmetics lash blowout. I don't hate it. It's doing the job. Ever since I've been using the Grande lash, my lashes have definitely grown quite a bit. Like a lot. Which I actually love. Love. My kids are being crazy. And then for my lips, so this is a pretty smoky look. I'm thinking that I always tend to do like a mauve-y lip with a blue lip or this purple. Let's see. I have not used this color yet. This is a new NYX liquid lippy that I got. Is super purple. And then this is the NYX Lingerie XSL Black. And I'm going to take a little brush, something like this. Alright, so we're gonna leave it at that. This is the look. These are the swatches. This is the little collection from Davina. Thank you so much. Alright guys, for the rules to win the 2 extra shades that I have, just make sure you're following me on YouTube and on Instagram. Leave down below your email address, or if I choose you, I can email you, and then that way we can figure out where it'll be getting sent and all of those things. So please do these 3 things. And again, YouTube and Instagram are not sponsoring this, neither is Davina. I'm just giving these 2 shades away because I have these 2 shades already and you may not have them. So they are amazing. I will hold this contest for the next 2 weeks. So if you have went ahead and commented below, have you tried Davina before? Are you planning on trying Davina? Thank you so much. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.